360-degree freedom of movement combat shooter where you can go in and play up to 9 different pilots who each have their own unique ship. Okay, and then so you jump into a ship and then you head into one of our mini arenas and you can play any one of our multiple game modes.
Okay. That's all?
That's it. You want to ask more? I can just sit there and talk if you want, or do you want to have a conversation?
How many arena?
How many what?
How many arena?
How many
arenas?
Arenas. We have 12 different arenas. 12 different arenas. Yes, and we have game modes. We have 4 multiplayer game modes, and then we also have a single player game mode as well. Multiplayer, we do Carnage, which is like deathmatch, and then we do Team Carnage, which will be like team deathmatch. We also have another game mode, which is a team-based game mode called Gridiron. Gridiron is played with a ball, so it's a sport, and it has 2 goals. So think of rugby with guns, or you can think of like Rocket League mixed with Overwatch. So in this game mode, there's what we call a tackle mechanic. So instead of dying and exploding and respawning, you just go down for 5 seconds and get back up. So what happens in this game is the ball's being shot around and everyone's just getting tackled and getting up, tackled and getting up. It's like, back and forth as they score goals. So it's a really, really fun game mode. Cooperative game mode, we have one called Invaders. Invaders, you can play single player or co-op up to 4 players working together. And what you do is you're defending 3 bases against waves and hordes of alien bugs from the outskirts of the galaxy. So the bugs are coming in waves in the arena trying to take out these bases, and the players work together and try to take on as many waves as they can and just get as far as they can in the game mode. And then in single player, we have a game mode called Burn Circuit. Burn Circuit is a single player tournament, so you're going to go in there and you're going to play against AI bots, but you got to get first place. You get first place in the match, you move to the next match, which of course is a little tougher. And you continue to work your way down the Burn Circuit and try to win the whole thing in the final match. If you win the Burn Circuit, rumor has it that you get something cool at the end.
What is the main challenge when you're developing a game in VR or such a game, action game?
That's a great question. There's a lot of challenges. One of the main challenges is the game, first of all, it renders twice, once in each eye, and you have to run the game at 60 frames per second. So for starters, the PlayStation has the muscle to do that. Without that, we wouldn't even have a chance. Mm-hmm. So that means that since you need to run at 60 frames per second at all times, the most expensive time in the game, like when explosions are going off, all this stuff, it still has to maintain 60 frames. So that becomes extremely challenging for the development team because every department has to be very disciplined. When they put something in the game, if it slows the game down, it's out. Mm-hmm. Or revisit it and optimize. So you got 2 choices. Fix it or get it out.
Yeah. I was very surprised because it looks to me that it was a Descent-like game. You know, the game Descent.
Descent. Oh, yeah. It's funny you mentioned that. Yeah. On our team, of course, we have a couple people that were part of that Descent project. Okay. And so that was a lot of the inspiration of the game is to, imagine that in virtual reality. And there it goes. So now add the 360-degree freedom of movement, which no virtual reality game has, and it doesn't make user discomfort either. And so now you have a very upgraded Descent experience.
Okay, and my point is that I tried a version of Descent on my HTC Vive.
Oh, okay. How was that?
Awful, because I had motion sickness.
Okay. Now did you play Starblood?
I tried this one. It was not the same experience. It was better.
That's right.
So it's perhaps not perfect because if you have very sensitive, you have it's a problem with VR. Right. But how do you manage to minimize the motion sickness?
It was initially not possible. Like, how are you going to make a game where you can go any direction you want, upside down, twirl around and all that, and not make the user get sick? It didn't seem possible. But the team is very, at White Movie Dreams, we're really into innovation, and we prototyped it and proved it could be done. So some of the techniques we use are, I've already talked about the 60 frames per second, that's essential. What we also did is we worked very closely with Sony San Diego, okay, and they have a really high speed facility where you can go in and do really good focus testing. So we can put a user on a headset and see everything that's going on. And so if there's any moment of discomfort, we can identify it and fix it. So with that user testing and focus testing, we are able to go back in and make a lot of changes to the game, so such as the environment. We made a lot of changes to the environment because that can actually affect you. The way you are rooted in the cockpit is very essential on how you're centered, because when you're in a virtual reality environment, your mind is fooled. It thinks that's reality. So you need to make sure that that reality matches real world reality, because the real world runs at 60 frames per second. So if you have a game that's not giving the right signals to your brain, that's when the discomfort happens.
Is there some kind of, let's say, character development or ship development where you can use new guns or new weapon or new hulls or something like that?
Yes, actually. So we have the 9 different ships. Now the ships all, when you play the game, you earn experience points and you can level your ship. Each ship can gain 20 levels, and as you level them, you unlock mods. Mods, M-O-D-S, are modifiers to your ship. So they'll modify weapons, or they'll modify your ship and stuff. And then what you do is you create loadouts with that. So any one time your ship is allowed to have 3 different mods. So you can pick. You'll have a ton to choose from, but you figure out which ones you want to put in there, which lets you change your ship just enough in the direction you want to change it to make it fit your play style.
Does it also work for multiplayer or just in single player?
Both.
Both. So in multiplayer there could be the problem that the player that already have experience are even stronger because they have all the mods.
That is a potential problem. We do have a ranking system.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and so our matchmaking uses that. So as a new player who doesn't have a lot of mods and a lower level ship, probably wouldn't be pitted against one of those higher level opponents.
That's what I wanted to know.
No problem. Yeah. Nothing worse than going in there. That's not fun.
Yeah, because I know a lot of multiplayer game where the matchmaking doesn't working really well, and for new players it's pretty frustrating that the other players aren't just more experienced. In addition they have the better weapon.
Yeah, it's a lethal combo for sure. The good news too is leveling the ship doesn't take very long. It's not grindy by any means.
Okay.
So getting to the max level isn't very difficult.
Okay.
So that way, you're on an even playing field relatively quickly.
Okay.
So how long do you think it takes to max out the ship?
I would say an average of 6 hours.
Okay.
Depending
That's
on
for
who you
9
are.
ships.
The more kills you get, the easier it gets though. So, better players will have an easier time doing it less. I'm sure we're gonna have people doing it in like an hour. You always think it's gonna be this, then you can put it in the hands of the players and the community, and next thing you know, they're doing it in 30 minutes. It's inevitable. So they find ways. They find ways. They play straight, for like.
And to level up your ships in single player and multiplayer together, or do you have to level up your ship for the single player and for the multiplayer separately?
We do not separate it.
Okay.
So you play the game any way you want to play it. And
Okay.
You can level your ship, and you can even level up your ship in what's called private matches. So you can, if you just want to play with your friends and just beat each other up, you'll level your ship that way too. So we really aren't concerned whether we just want. If you're playing, enjoying the game, play the game.
For how many players are the multiplayer modes in Max?
Max is 8. 8 players.
This is like a really great idea.
PS4 for the players.